Good morning everyone, my name is Daisy and today I'll be presenting a brand audit on Glassons, a prominent women's fashion retailer operating across Australia and New Zealand. Glassons is widely recognised for its trend-driven, minimalistic aesthetic and accessible price point. The brand appeals primarily to young women who seek contemporary fashion that balances affordability and style. I selected Glassons for this audit because it demonstrates how a heritage retail brand has effectively navigated digital transformation whilst maintaining strong relevance amongst Gen Z consumers. Glassons was established in 1918 in Christchurch, New Zealand by Charles Glassons. It began as a mail-order clothing business before expanding into retail stores during the mid-20th century. In 1985, Glassons merged with Hallensteins Brothers to form Hallensteins Glassons Holding Limited, which continues to serve as its parent company. Over more than a century, Glassons has evolved from a domestic retailer to a fashion leader, adapting to consumer trends and technological change. Some of the key milestones include their expansion into the Australian market in the early 2000s, the adoption of e-commerce and social media marketing in the 2010s, and in 2015 they rebranded to empower their sales teams. And then in the 2020s, Glassons introduced the sustainability-focused Conscious Edit collection and made major improvements to their digital channels. The brand today embodies heritage, innovation, and accessibility, maintaining its relevance through continual reinvention. Within the Hallensteins Glassons Holding Group, Glassons operates as the women's wear counterpart to the Hallensteins Brothers menswear label. While Glassons does not employ formal sub-brands, it differentiates its offerings through a series of ongoing campaign lines and capsule collections, including Everyday Leisure, the Linen Studios, monthly lookbooks, and lots of influencer collaborations. These lines act as brand extensions, helping Glassons maintain freshness and relevance within a competitive fashion-fast environment. Glassons sits in the mid-tier fast fashion segment, competing directly with Cotton On, who is known for their affordability and lifestyle basics, Princess Polly, who's an online brand driven by Gen Z and social media culture, and global players like Zara and H&M, who occupy a higher-end space. Glassons differentiates itself through its minimalistic aesthetic and strong online presence, sitting comfortably between Cotton On's affordability and Zara's more fashion-forward appeal. Glassons' core target market consists of women aged 18 to 25, primarily based in Australia and New Zealand. These consumers are digitally literate, socially connected, and highly trend-aware. They use fashion as a form of self-expression and are motivated by both style and value. So Glassons' identity is all about simplicity and consistency. Its logo is clean, modern, and minimal, written in uppercase. The colour palette stays neutral, mostly black, white, and beige, while the typography mirrors this sleek contemporary tone. Its store design and packaging also reflect the same aesthetic: matte white bags with subtle branding, bright open stores, and calm, neutral feel. Digitally, Glassons maintains the same style across its website, mobile app, and social media platforms. Its Instagram and TikTok content blend product promotion with lifestyle storytelling, keeping the brand relevant and aspirational online. Glassons focuses on women's apparel and accessories. Their collection ranges from casual basics, evening wear, swimwear, outerwear. The brand also emphasizes comfort, inclusivity, and sustainability, particularly through its Conscious Edit. So in its marketing mix, we have product, in which Glassons delivers fast, trend-responsive apparel collections designed to be versatile and wearable. Campaigns-based collections such as Everyday Leisure and the Linen Studio anchor to its product strategy. Price, the brand adopts a value-based pricing model, typically ranging between $20 and $90. It balances affordability with perceived quality, positioning itself in the accessible fashion segment. The place, Glassons utilizes an omni-channel retail model with over 70 stores across Australia and New Zealand, complemented by a high-performing e-commerce platform. This hybrid strategy integrates physical experience with digital convenience. Promotional activity is largely content-driven rather than traditional advertising. The brand employs micro-influencers, user-generated content, and digital lookbooks to showcase their new collections. Social media storytelling is central to brand engagement, encouraging community interactions under hashtags such as Glassons Styles, which they then link back into their website. Glassons enhances its brand equity through authentic and socially conscious associations. It collaborates with micro-influencers rather than celebrity figures to maintain relatability. Campaigns emphasize diversity, inclusivity, and natural imagery, reinforcing an authentic tone. The Conscious Edit promotes sustainability sourcing and ethical production, aligning with consumer expectations for transparency. Together, these associations position Glassons as a responsible and trustworthy brand with strong alignment to contemporary values. A consumer perception survey was conducted to evaluate Glasson's brand equity. The sample consisted of 12 respondents aged 18 to 25, representing the brand's target demographic. The research design incorporated both qualitative and quantitative questions to measure awareness, satisfaction, and associations. The results provide insight into how Glassons performs across the Keller customer-based brand equity (CBBE) model. Now, looking at Glassons through the CBE model and comparing it with two key competitors, Cotton On and Princess Polly, we can see where the brand sits. In terms of salience, all three enjoy high awareness. Cotton On dominates in-store visibility and Princess Polly leads online. Glassons strikes a balance between both. For performance, Glassons is seen as reliable, on-trend, but sometimes inconsistent in quality. However, Cotton On performs well for comfort and reliability, but less so for fashion appeal. Princess Polly, on the other hand, performs strong for trendiness, but offers less comfort and affordability. Looking at imagery and judgment, Glassons and Cotton On both emphasize approachability and wearability, while Princess Polly projects a more aspirational, influencer-led aesthetic. When it comes to feelings, Glassons generates a sense of comfort and trust, similar to Cotton On, but not to the same excitement that Princess Polly achieves through its exclusive online drops. Under resonance, Glassons maintains high behavioural loyalty. People keep shopping there, but emotional attachment remains moderate compared to Princess Polly and their influencer-driven following. Overall, Glassons performs strongly on trust, accessibility, and reliability, but underperforms in aspiration and emotional engagement, which presents an opportunity for future growth. The findings indicate that brand awareness is exceptionally high among the target group. All respondents recognized Glassons and was familiar with its retail or online presence, confirming strong brand salience. Most respondents expressed moderately positive attitudes towards Glassons, rating their overall impression between neutral and favorable. While consumers acknowledge Glassons' ability to meet their wardrobe needs, some expressed concerns regarding production consistency, particularly sizing and fabric durability. A significant proportion of participants rated the brand highly for value for money, suggesting that affordability remains one of Glassons' strongest attributes. Common associations included affordable, trendy, neutral, minimalistic, and linen-focused. However, recurring mentions of basic and inconsistent quality highlight areas for improvement in product execution. The research also revealed strong peer-level associations. Most participants said their friends shop at Glassons regularly, which reflects the brand's cultural acceptance amongst young women. However, a few respondents said that people they look up to, such as influencers, shop there. This tells us that Glassons is socially popular, but not yet aspirational. Visually, most consumers describe the logo as clean and modern, but not particularly distinctive. So while minimalistic aligns with the brand's personality, it may limit memorability in a crowded retail environment. In regards to competitive positioning, compared to its competitors, Cotton On dominates the value and casual segment, while Zara leads in aspirational high fashion positioning, and Princess Polly excels in digital engagement and trend-focused designs. Glassons occupies an intermediate position, fashionable yet attainable, balancing affordability with quality. On a perceptual map, it sits centrally between price and style, aligning closely with the mid-market consumer seeking everyday fashion at an accessible cost. Based on this analysis, the following strategic recommendations are proposed. First, to enhance brand distinction, I'd say refresh the logo or campaign visuals to increase memorability. When shown the logos next to other national and global brands, Glassons did not stand out to surveyors. I would also say to elevate product consistently, improve sizing, accuracy, and garment quality to strengthen the trust of consumers, build emotional engagement, introduce loyalty programs much like Cotton On with their program Perks, and create a Glassons-style club or a digital community space to encourage user-generated content. I'd also say to develop aspirational appeal, introduce limited edition capsule collections or influencer collaborations. Many consumers stated that they felt a mixed emotions wearing Glassons, finding that in social situations, many peers were wearing the same outfit as them. I'd also say to communicate sustainability transparently, share measurable progress within the conscious edit to reinforce credibility. In conclusion, Glassons is a highly recognized and trusted brand that delivers consistent value to its audience. However, future growth depends on its ability to transition from reliable favorite to an aspirational lifestyle brand, one that consumers not only purchase from, but also identify with emotionally. Thank you for listening.